I'm inviting us to consider, what do we value? As we move into this time together, which is so precious, what is it that we truly value? As Jerry Mander pointed out in The Absence of the Sacred, we will be drawn toward technology, and it offers us so much. And yet, are we willing to look at consciously and specifically at what we may lose as we embrace particular aspects of technology? I hope we will see coherent bridges between the two paths that the Hopi people describe. If any connecting points exist, I would say that they must rest in a willingness to engage in altruistic action. Some of the most recent generation of East Indians is struggling to bridge gaps and meet the reality of many in a very inspiring way. Aruna Roy and her colleagues in the MKSS, the Mazdur Kisan Shakti Sangathan, Organization for the Empowerment of Workers and Peasants, works to hold bureaucracy accountable in the state of Rajasthan to ordinary people. She's been a stalwart activator of Gandhian ideals for more than 40 years now. She originally worked in the Indian bureaucracy, and in 1969 she decided, enough, I have to lead a different sort of life. And she has for these last 4 decades. Another very inspiring person to me is Dr. Amartya Sen, who is currently a Harvard professor. He was born in 1933 in what was later to become West Bengal. He received the 1998 Nobel Prize in economic science for his work in welfare economics and social choice theory. He particularly focused on the problems of the world's poorest members. His work provided a foundation for India's willingness and remarkable ability to prevent famine in its population in vulnerable times. He was also one of 20 Nobel laureates who signed onto the Global Sustainability Stockholm Memorandum in 2011. He's been a stalwart supporter of global sustainability, both in his teachings in philosophy and economics. Vandana Shiva was trained as a physicist, thanks to Nehru, I'm sure, before she became an environmental activist. One of her early reports for the FAO was titled, "Most Farmers in India Are Women." One of her books is Vedic Ecology. Currently, she's working with the government of Bhutan on a national project in sustainable living. Life and practices are changing in India and elsewhere. My Tibetan Buddhist teachers have deeply influenced me. The Venerable Traga Rinpoche, who's now back in Tibet, Eastern Tibet, communicated tough truths in simple ways. One of these was, you have to be skillful in samsara. That is, we can't retreat to our ivory towers or our meditation cushions. We need to face life around us.